What's good, everybody? It's your brother Mad Black, the most dangerous and the most toxic black man on the internet, and I am black up in your face again with some more pro-black commentary. So, as a black man, I know that it can be very hard not only finding a job, but after you get the job, like you literally have to be on your best behavior because literally anything can happen to you on the job. And even if you are on your best behavior, or you are doing the best you can on the job, or even overperforming on the job, you can still find yourself in trouble. And that's what happened to this brother here. His name is, let me make sure I got his full name, brother's name, James Humphrey. He was a brother working at this place called the GBRS group in Virginia, where it's basically like they sell like different like accessories and parts for guns and stuff like that. And he was accused by his white coworkers of stealing a package. So the package contained like the lower parts of an AR-15, like the back end of those guns that you attach on there. He was accused of taking one of those packages and not bringing it back. Like I guess they thought that he maybe gave it to somebody, or sold it online or on a black market or whatever. I don't know, but all they said was, the package was missing, and this black man was the last one to have it, and they have him on camera going out of the office with the package and then coming back and not having the package. What he tells them is that that's his part of his job description, is to take packages and take them to places like FedEx to be mailed off. So he's like, why he didn't think anything of it, like to the point where they were asking him about the package, and he's like, I don't know, like I take packages to be delivered all the time. He's like, you would have to check the camera footage, like to see like where a specific package would be. He's like, I can't remember, or could I tell you like where this package is, right? So anyway, these white people called the police on this black man, and he's just basically going about his day. And he said he saw the cops come in, but he thought that they were there to buy some equipment like they always do, because I guess one of the police officers specifically knows the manager at this place. And he said he thought they were there just to buy some equipment, and then they told him to come here, and they say then they start handcuffing him and say you're being arrested for larceny. He's like, really? Like, are you guys being serious right now?
Step forward. Yes. Reyes. Yeah. And what? What's that? I am. What's going on? What?
We'll explain everything.
Oh, y'all really fucking serious?
You got your idea?
Yeah. Larceny, this is crazy, bro. I feel like I'm fucking crazy. See, I think I took that shit. That's the only thing that makes sense.
You haven't said anything about anything, dude.
It's the only thing that makes sense, brother.
Let's go.
I got PTO.
Huh?
I got PTO.
Where's your car, bud?
It's all the way in the back.
Get the call.
And that's exactly what happened. The man was being arrested, and he was taken outside. They put handcuffs on him. They put leg cuffs on him, threw him in the back of the police car, and drove him down to the police department. And they were going to book him and charge him with larceny. Turns out that the package was still in the office. Yeah, it wasn't even stolen. It wasn't gone at all. It was just somewhere where they must have just misplaced it or whatever. And it happened to turn up 10 minutes later.
Yeah. So 10 minutes after you guys left, this showed up.
Can we open it and confirm it's in there?
I know, but like,
So this brother has stolen nothing. So I guess someone made the call to the police department, and this brother was taken back to the office and he was released, but he couldn't go back inside because I guess they assumed it was going to cause trouble. So the police themselves went and got his stuff and brought it back to him. And they were going to try and charge him with something. Like the guy I told you, one of the police officers knew the manager at this business. So he said, like, even though they knew he wasn't responsible for stealing a package, they were going to try and charge him for having a marijuana pen.
I don't know what y'all's policy on like THC is here and stuff. He had a weed pen on him.
Okay.
I was initially charging him with that, but they didn't grant it for me.
So they're going to try to charge him with something just to make something stick on this black man. But even that got thrown out. Like the head of the police department wasn't going to charge him with that. So, when they brought him back, I noticed that if you go find the video, the cop that arrested him was being super nice, like overly nice. Like, if you have any problems, you can call me on my card. He gave him his card and told him, like, this is also the head of my precinct. You can call this person. They're being overly nice. They went and got his stuff for him and, put his stuff in his car for him. Like, so they were going over and beyond because they know they falsely arrested him.
That's all there. Okay. So you have all your things. You want me to get a laptop bag for you?
Yeah.
So what I was on the phone doing was I went ahead and let my supervisor know what was going on.
I can
All right.
grab the bag. What is it?
It's a laptop bag.
Gray bag.
Gray.
LBT look like a
Is it
handgun bag.
yours?
Yeah. It should be on a black rack. It may be on the top shelf. Yeah.
So I filled him in on everything, right?
Oh, your supervisor.
My supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because, dude, I had to take you all around the goddamn city, and now we're back here. So I went ahead and did that for you, so he's aware of what's going on. I'm gonna put my name on this business card, and I'm also gonna put his name. If you got any questions, please feel free to call him, man.
And this man, Mr. Humphreys, has grounds for a lawsuit, not just against the police, but also against the people that he worked for. Because you misplace a package and then you arrest me, you accuse me of stealing it. That's real messed up. That is the height of disrespect. Okay? And this black man here was lucky that the package turned up and that someone says something about it, because otherwise he could have been charged with grand larceny. And not only that, because he's stealing gun parts, that's even more of a charge there. So they could have just thrown the book at this black man and he wouldn't even known what was going on. And there are lots of black males in prison right now who have gone through similar circumstances, who have committed no crime before, who have no crimes on their record, who are just going to work or just walking down the street or whatever, and then they're accused of a crime. And if they don't have the proper legal representation, they can easily just be put in prison because the prosecutor is going to work with them, with the defense attorneys, just to go ahead and throw another black man in prison. And then you have your miraculous crime stats that white supremacists like to quote. And these crime stats are made up of a lot of black men who've committed no crime whatsoever, but just didn't have proper legal defense. And they're locked behind bars, and now they're part of the quote-unquote crime stats. And not only that, their lives are messed up. Even so, James Humphrey, even though he didn't go to jail, his life is still messed up because he got fired from this job. Yeah, after they accused him of stealing and had him arrested and found out that they made a mistake, they still fired him. Yeah, so, how this story came up is because I saw that he had a GoFundMe and he's starting to tell his story about what happened to him. So he has a GoFundMe out there, and I'll see if I can provide the link to it so you guys can check it out if it's still up. But, this brother was fired from his job, and obviously he's going to have a hard time probably getting another job. But I hope he takes that GoFundMe money and sues the hell out of this company and the police department. Because, like I said, that's false arrest. He did nothing wrong. And, they just basically kidnapped this man, and we're going to try to make something stick on him. And they have lots of footage from both the police and the office itself that's out there for the general public to see how wrong they did this brother. So, I mean, you folks can let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I very much like to hear your opinions on this because, I know there's a lot of black people out here. We just do the best we can as far as work or do the best we can as far as employment. But, especially with black males, there's always that danger that something bad can happen to you, even at your job. And someone can accuse you of something. You can say something to somebody or look at someone a certain way, and people just accuse you of stuff. And it's always over the top when it comes to black people. And you can be accused of even a crime. And I just feel terrible for this brother that he even had to go through that. Just, like I said, he just went to work one day and all hell broke loose. Just the fact that, they automatically accuse him of a crime. No one else got accused. No one else got arrested. Usually when something comes up missing at work, you try to narrow it down and you search different people. You don't just automatically accuse one person, but it seemed like he was the only brother working there, so they accused him and had him locked up and locked away. Luckily, like I said, later on that day they found the package and he was released. But it's just messed up that something like that would happen to somebody who's just going about their regular day of going to work, and then your life is turned upside down. But that's the way it is for a lot of black people in this country. So you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comments section. I'd very much like to hear your opinions on this story. Anyway, this is Mad Black, and I will be back with my foot on the devil's back.